Beautiful day for some inspiration. What would I do without you, my beautiful tray? Hold on, tray, I'll feed you in a minute. Hi, I'm Adriano Zumbo, and welcome to this week's episode of Me, Myself, and My Tray, where I bake things in my trusty old tray. Today we're going to be making a malted hazelnut chocolate tray bake. Now, this thing is a dessert, kind of like a cake. I mean, it can go many ways, right? If you eat it straight away, it's like an all-in dessert. The family can dig in. It'll be hot and molten. The custard will be ooey and gooey, and that cake will be soft and warm and just decadent. Or you can chill it, let it cool down, and cut it into a beautiful slice and do as you wish. You can eat it cold, or you can warm it back up in the microwave, scoop on some ice cream, vanilla ice, or whatever flavor you want, and just have fun. Enjoy. We're now ready to make our malted milk caramel layer cake. Sugar, caramel chocolate, and cocoa powder, unsalted butter, cream cheese, and brown sugar, eggs, plain flour, malted milk powder, baking soda, and salt. What I'm going to do is put the butter, cream cheese, and brown sugar into the mixing bowl, stand mixer, beater attachment. If you don't have a stand mixer, electric hand mixer is your next best bet. Or if you're going to rough it out, do it by hand. Get in there, put some elbow grease into it, and beat up that butter and cream cheese. Make sure the ingredients are at room temperature, essential to get a good result. Put that down. Next, what we're going to do is to prepare is our chocolate. We've got our chocolate and our cocoa powder. We've got our caramel liquid that we just made and deglazed with the boiling water. And now that's still nice and hot. And we're going to pour that in to melt all this together. Okay, so we've mixed our boiling caramel liquid over our chocolate and cocoa powder. Got this beautiful kind of ganache-like texture. Now we're going to get started. We're going to cream this bad boy, the butter, brown sugar. We're going to add this in with our eggs, and then followed by the dry ingredients. And that cake is done. Really simple. Let's get into it. Our malted milk caramel cake is ready. A tin's prepared. I've lightly sprayed it with oil spray, and I've put a piece of baking paper into the bottom to help us get that cake out if you need to. We probably won't take it out completely, but it's always there good for safety. We've poured our malted milk caramel cake batter into the tin, and now we're going to pop that into the fridge while we make our custard. That gives this cake batter a little bit of time to chill, make it a little bit more sturdy, so when we pour the custard on top, it doesn't just sink through. We have our malted milk caramel cake in the fridge, getting a little bit firmer and getting cold. And now we're going to do our chocolate custard layer. Milk, sugar, malted milk powder, corn flour, and agar-agar. caramel chocolate, 100% dark chocolate or cocoa mass, and unsalted butter. And we're going to pour that chocolate custard layer over the top of the cake layer, which we have sitting in the fridge at the moment to firm up, just to be able to hold that hot custard. And we're going to set that aside while we make the next layer. Sugar, hazelnut meal, all-purpose flour, baking powder, and cocoa powder. Unsalted butter, and crushed toasted hazelnuts. It's crumble time! Super simple. We've got all our ingredients. We're going to add them all into the one bowl, and we're using our hands. Make sure your hands are clean, give them a good wash. We're going to rub all the ingredients together to make a crumbly texture. When we get that crumbly texture together, we're ready to rock and roll. Our crumble's ready. Time to get our cake out of the fridge and assemble. Right, I've gotten the cake out of the fridge. You can see now it's gotten a little bit firm. Beautiful now to hold that warm custard we're gonna pour over the top that we've just prepared. So let's do that. Poured our custard over the top. Now, final thing to do, we're going to spread our crumble evenly over the surface of that custard. Our crumble is all over the surface, beautifully arranged, nice and even. Last thing to do, we're going to pop this in the oven, 165 degrees Celsius. And we're going to bake that for about 35 to 40 minutes. Our malted milk, hazelnut and chocolate tray bake has just come out of the oven. It's smelling delicious. It just feels indulgent. When you see it, it's just, you know what's in it, that malted milk cake, that chocolate custard, and that beautiful hazelnut crumble. Now, if you wanted to eat this hot and not have to wait, you can do so, right? But the dessert style changes. So I'd say if you get this, put it in the middle of the table, have the family all around you, grab yourself a kitchen spoon, like so, and you can just dig in and put it into beautiful bowls and just eat it straight away. Some beautiful ice cream and Bob's your uncle, and that would be an absolute banger of a dessert with no wait time, no fuss, and it's just not as pretty, right? But if you wanted to wait and let it cool and then cut a nice slice, that's another way to eat it. Today, I'm gonna do the slice, all right? Because it's very easy for you to imagine scooping it out with a spoon. So let's do it. Just before we finish it off, I just want to season it with a little bit of beautiful sea salt, just to give it just a little bit more pop, right? So you've got the hazelnut, chocolate, and the malted milk, and salt is just their best friend. Boom, that's it. Nice little season, and we're ready to go. The moment of truth. A beautiful cake, we've plated it up. Look, it doesn't look delicious. Beautiful quenelle of vanilla ice cream on top. You can pick whatever flavor you want, whatever you got at home, whatever you can get it available. But the beauty of this little tray dessert is it just has that custard that kind of becomes this self-saucing, like a self-saucing pudding in a way. Not as goopy, but like it's more creamy and custardy. And just above that cake with that crunchy crumble, just heaven. Let's dig in and try this. I can't wait. Just the smell. I love that malty, nutty, chocolatey smell. Let's get a bit of ice cream there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can eat this every night. Maybe even eat 2 slices, maybe even 3, 4, whatever you like, but you do not stop eating it. It's crunchy, it's creamy, the cake's soft and moist. It all just goes together. You really don't need anything else with it. A dessert that's practically all in one, right? You just need that beautiful vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream or whatever you choose. And then just keep digging in. So delicious, absolutely out of this world. If you don't love this one, then you don't love yourself. Remember, if you like this recipe, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep making them.
You were amazingly delicious in there today. I just couldn't keep my eyes off you. All I wanted to do was eat you.
Where are we going for dinner?
Bon appetit!